I promised myself not to make any political videos for a full year after the elections, just to give myself a little break or anything surrounding politics. But I just can't sit this one out, guys. I'm sorry. So, just a quick little rundown of what's happening. Everyone by now must know what's happening across the world, where the Americans, Iran, and Israel are at war, and all other countries in between that. And at the same time, President Trump is trying to dictate to a lot of countries who their leaders should be, claiming he's doing a regime change. Now, if my memory serves right, earlier this year at the CARICOM rather, head of state meeting, our Prime Minister Andrew Holness stood up in the meeting and made it clear that Jamaica and Cuba will continue the relations, and we appreciate and love everything that they have done and will continue to do for our country. Fast forward now to today, we saw where the President of the United States said out of his mouth that what he's doing to Iran, he's going to do it to Cuba pretty soon, which means take over, regime change, tell them who their leader should be, and turn their country upside down if they reject that. Now, after the president said that, and after what our Prime Minister said, we saw a complete turn of events, because the government of Jamaica then came out and ended their medical program with Cuba that has been happening for over 50 years. 50 long years. Please know that this is long before most of us were born and long before who made this decision were born. Now, when that came out, the Minister of Health came out and said that they could not come to some terms about our labor laws and Asted and COFAT. Out came the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Kamina Johnson-Smith, who everybody know by now is just a pawn and a puppet to the Prime Minister, where she takes the blows when this government fails our country. She came out and said that the United States had nothing to do with us ending our contract with Cuba to help our dilapidated health system. Now, life is so funny, but before I even get to the other side of that, I realize that a lot of people who have no sense about politics and how countries are run are coming out and saying a lot of things. People who on TikTok literally got a viral moment because of a pile. Oh, no, not a pile, sorry. Because of a file, they have a viral moment and think that because they have a platform, they have a voice. No, you don't. Continue to speak on the things that you know best. Make jokes. Now, back to the minister. She came out and said that US had no influence on the decision that was made. Then out came Cuba to say that Jamaica's decision was made because they were pressured by the United States. The fun fact about this, guys, is that we still haven't heard anything from the Prime Minister of the country. We're just hearing from his pawns, and we know that this decision would solely be made by him. Am I surprised at his actions? No, I'm not. Because we all know that this country now is being dictated to by a dictator. And what is also happening is that the people who you elected to govern your country are not governing your country for the better for us or for you. Because if Andrew Holness and his administration wanted better for this country and for all Jamaicans, he would have stood tall and not bowed down.